Las Vegas at the GCA show. After 2 years of hiatus, we're back in Vegas. World's largest cardboard trade show booth. Live here in Martinsville, Indiana. Live from Norwood Royal Cigars.
When you guys said, you know, we want you to come on the show once a month, I was like, dude, this is it.
Happy afternoon here from cloudy Florida.
Happy afternoon.
Happy afternoon.
Presented by Kristoff Cigars, along with Hiram Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another show that we are so super excited about with our guest. Jonathon is amazing. We've met him in the past, and he's been dying to be on our show. So we finally got him on, and we're looking forward to bringing him in. But welcome, everyone. Please hit the share button. Let's get the show out to everybody you know. All righty. So while you're doing that, let's do a little intro. As you can see, a little bit different. Kyle and I are a little separated tonight. I feel lonely without him, but I'm RnA Pecorini. We got Kyle Jesso over there up on top.
What's happening?
Lancero Jesso, is that what's going to be the new name?
Jesso Lancero.
Jesso Lancero.
Oh, there you go. Down in Florida, we got my brother, retired Bob, hanging out down there, folks. And we have the one, the only, the Chooch Master himself, Cousin Frank.
Hello.
Hey, there you go, folks. Hit the share button. Let's get going. Let's have a good time. How are you guys doing down in Florida? We are a little cold up here in Chicagoland, but just
Not here. It's about
87 degrees.
Yep. I know. I just
Beautiful here.
What can I tell you? It's I'm glad you guys are nice down there. This is your paradise time of year, and this is our evil time of year up here with Kyle and myself. Unfortunately, we actually had our first snow. I'm not gonna say snow, but we had our first snow this morning, and it sucked. It really sucked. I don't like it. Kyle, what do you?
That's why we're down here.
I had a couple of people come by and they wanted to come on to the show. Should I introduce them, Bob?
Yeah, well, sure. Why not?
Well, they just walked in and
not?
They came here freshly, so I wanted to make sure that they
freshly.
Oh, so we can't do that. What was that? Whoa,
that's not gonna work. Who are these crazy maniacs? The little ones.
There they are. The mini me's. Next year we have
cigars.
The bobbleheads will be taking over the show in 2023. We will stay home, and the bobbleheads will do the actual show. That's how it's going to work out.
Probably do it better than us.
They will do a better job.
Well, yes.
So, yeah, that was a Christmas gift that I wanted to bestow to the crew here. So I got two of those. One's here, and the other will be going to Mr. Pecorini.
Pecorini?
Mr. Pecorini. Ronnie.
Pecorini.
There you go. Joey G will love that one in a second. Oh, hi, bobblehead chooches. Yes, Joey G. Hello to you, too. And, of course, the Earthling Senior himself. Yes, Bruce. They do call
Bruce.
Yes, the new bobbleheads, Bruce. They are bobbleheads indeed.
Where did we get them? I think they came from China because the box had like Chinese writing on it. So I can't say that they were made in the U.S.
Wait a minute. I want USA bobbleheads. I gotta
all right, you pay for them then.
Well, there you go. The bobbleheads are talking. You mean yes. Well,
Mandarin.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mandarin. Okay.
Those bobbleheads are too much of a yes man, though, for me.
They are a yes man, and sometimes they're a no man. It depends on which way you shake them.
And if you shake them just right, they're doing the Pinocchio.
They're doing You know, they could, if they had their own language, the things they would say.
Oh boy. Let's not get off the rails.
But
Put a
immediately.
microphone on them, Frank, and so we can hear what those guys talk about with us.
Let me first tell you what we're smoking. We're smoking the Alec Bradley double broadleaf tonight. And let me tell you, what a stick it is. Alec Bradley, this is the boldest cigar in their lineup, and it is unbelievably great.
They answered the call of a strong cigar.
They
People
answered the
wanted
call.
one. You got it, man.
You got it.
This is it.
This is the
a
one.
very, very potent cigar.
Double
Delicious
broadleaf,
stuff.
double barreled fun
Yeah.
with this one.
I think Bruce actually would like this one. This is
Mhm.
seriously up his alley.
Mm,
This is a fantastic,
I'm liking it.
fantastic cigar.
yum.
I'm loving every minute of it. So, just like the song says,
Which one?
the song that says I'm loving every minute of it. Dun-dun, dun-dun, loving every minute of it. I mean, what the fuck, Bob? Have you not listened to music? Well, he's still stuck in the 60s. He hasn't listened to
Never,
music.
never less 67. You
No,
understand?
he hasn't.
That's fine by me. I'll stay right there.
You know, when Sergeant Pepper's came out, the world stopped. That's
it.
That's true.
Anyway, guys, again, hit the share button. We got a fantastic guest tonight, and we're looking really excited to hear about what's going on in the Alec Bradley world. And like Frank just said, this double broadleaf, for them, they say it's going to knock your butt off.
Knock your butt off. I mean, usually you say knock your socks off, but knock your butt off is
That's
a whole
an
different
interesting one.
interpretation.
Wow. It's gonna
Only
be hard to
Ronnie.
take a dump.
Only Ronnie would associate it with a butt. I mean, come on.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, you want to say, well, knock your ass off. What can I tell you? You know, it is what it is.
No, it's called it would knock
PureCigar.com.
It's put you on your ass.
or knock you on your ass. Not
Or kick you in the ass.
There's a lot
But
of
to
ass.
lose your ass completely, that's a problem.
Oh dear God! You know, we haven't even gotten to our guest, and we're off the rails already.
Yeah.
We are off the rails. So anyway, folks, hit the share button. We're waiting for everybody to jump on. This is our normal routine. We do our regular shtick and bullshit and get you guys going. We have our normals on. We can see that. Joey G.
Our normals,
Normals.
as opposed to our Abby normals.
Oh no, we have a lot of Abbey normals too. Well, you know what? Actually, with Bruce and Joey, they are the Abbey normals. You know?
Oh dear God, help
Oh,
us!
boy,
That's
oh,
all I
boy.
can say. Help us, Jonathan. Help me. This is what I have to put up with, week in, week out. All I know
And
is
you'll love
Bruce.
every second of it.
Bruce, tell me, what time is it, Bruce?
There you go. It's howdy doody time.
It's time to take a word from our sponsors, as they
And we'll
say.
come back with a fantastic guest.
You got that right.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. There's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, You'll know when to hold 'em and know when to smoke 'em.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature firehouse cigar line. All engines respond. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. RnA Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
And we're back.
They're back.
Welcome, everybody. Hit that share button, okay? Let's get everybody you know to become well known with Jonathon Lipson, our special sponsor guest tonight. Jonathan, welcome. Frank, bring him on in.
Let's bring him in.
Bring him in. Oh,
There he is.
Hey, look at everybody. How we doing, guys?
Welcome.
Thank
What
you.
Thank you for having me.
You
First
were
and
frozen.
foremost,
For a moment.
I'm sorry?
You were frozen for a moment.
I was frozen. That's not good. You know how the Wi-Fi is down here in Florida. I want to apologize to all of your viewers that my last name is not Ruben. So hopefully I actually entertain people this evening.
No, we took care of you. No problem. We promoted who you are, and but it's wonderful that you're working for the Rubens. And how's that going? How lucky did you get that job? How did
that all happen?
Yeah, a job like that down there.
How I landed a job like that? I'm a very lucky individual. Let's put it that way. I've been in this business, since I was about 18. I was a retail tobacconist throughout college. I was a sales rep for La Florida Dominicana before I came to Alec Bradley. I've been with Alec Bradley since 2012, right after we got Cigar of the Year for Prensado. Timing was everything. I was a road rep until 2016, and then I jumped down here to my current position of director of marketing and sales, but more so marketing. You guys had Michael Sirota, our VP of sales, on not too long ago, and I won't take his thunder on the sales portion.
There you go.
That's all right. But because of Michael, here we are talking to you. And you finally got on. I know I met you at the PCA, and you said, "Hey, how can I get on that great show?"
That is correct.
That envelope, right?
No, I think that's when Ronnie slipped him one of those Mickeys, and all of a sudden,
It may have been a mini.
All right, I slept in the Mickey, indeed, no problem. And what's happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. But anyway, indeed, we do have you on here just a few months after that, and we are excited about that. And thank you again to the whole Alec Bradley family for being our sponsor and believing in us.
the train is leaving the station. By the way, I don't know if you hear that in the background.
My time is up, gentlemen. Thank you for having me. It's a new bright line coming in the Aventura.
It's all good. It's all good. So you're now in this beautiful position, which a lot of people love to be in a position. How's it coming along for you? How are things going, and what's the future with Alec Bradley?
Well, again, my last name's not Ruben, so I'm kind of stuck in the position I'm in.
Well, do you want Alec or Bradley disappeared, and we can put you in there?
No, I love it. I can't work for any better group of folks. I mean, Alan has been like a father to me. Alec and Bradley like brothers. Alec Bradley and we share office. We call it the law offices of Bradley. I'm sorry, Ruben, and Lipson. Not an actual law firm. But my daily responsibilities are, obviously the marketing part. I help along with Michael on the sales end and trying to move marketing into sales portion. And then, whatever Alan needs, I'm the go-to guy, whatever the boys need as well. I'm usually the guy on the back end, prepping the Rubens for these types of interviews. Like I said, this is a very rare appearance for me. I don't think I've done one of these since I was a road rep. So I'm actually very excited to be here, and I really appreciate the invite, gentlemen.
Well, you are somebody. That's why you're on the show, man. We're going to make you somebody.
We're nobodies, but you're somebody at least.
No, I hope the brothers are watching here.
Tonight is sponsored by our good friends at Glenfiddich, FYI.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got a nice bottle there. Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
Promote anything else. What else you want to promote over there?
Give them a shout. We'll get to that later.
So tell us a little bit about the story behind the double broadleaf. Since we're smoking it today, I mean, first and foremost, I want to tell the folks that this cigar is absolutely delicious, and you just have to, if you're a novice, I would say probably eat a lot, a big meal, a very big meal. And even if you're a seasoned smoker, eat, because it will help you get through the first third, which is, it's got a lot of spice to it, but then it mellows completely, and it delivers all kinds of incredible notes. For me, it went into kind of a real dark cocoa. And for Bob, please tell us. I mean,
very unusual. I've never experienced that in a cigar before, but I had oats. It reminded me of opening up like an oatmeal package. Just that whole Odie Oaks.
Odie Oaks? Oh, Odie Oak. Odie Oak. Can we nail him on that one now? Can we get on him for the Odie Oaks? I mean,
no. That only works on you.
Odie Oaks. That's the new Bob. That's what I'm
here for. It had that taste and just kind of like the scent to it, which is the first time I ever experienced that in a cigar.
Right.
Very unusual.
There you go. So now tell us about the journey of this cigar and how it came to fruition.
Yeah, this is a very, very special cigar for us. First and foremost, we don't blend for strength. We blend for overall flavor and experience. And people ask us all the time, why aren't you blending to people who are rating you? Why aren't you blending something strong? We blend what we like. We do listen to the market. Some of the brand stories that we have say that, we listen to the market. We've never really done super mild cigars since the beginning, since Occidental. But with Medalist recently and AB Connecticut, we've done some milder stuff. But the one thing that we've never really wanted to do is that kick your ass full-bodied cigar, because we haven't been able to find the balance. The opportunity came that Alan got a hold of some real seeds from Connecticut that have never been grown in Honduras before to test it out. So a lot of people have asked, is this the first Honduran Connecticut wrapper or tobacco used in the cigar? The answer is no. They've been growing this seed in Honduras for quite some time, but this particular seed, which is a vintage seed, is the first time that this has been grown in Honduras. And this has been about 3 years in the making now. A lot of trial and error. The agronomy behind it and getting it right is something that the Rubens have done a lot with. It's a hardy leaf. It's not one that's easily grown. And with the hardiness of the leaf, the oiliness of the leaf, the burn properties are very different. So to get this thing spot on, we have to make sure it's the correct priming, the correct color. In addition to that wrapper, the first binder on the cigar is also the Honduran broadleaf. So to have it burn perfectly took a lot of time as well. So
and
what you have is
it does burn perfectly. There's none of that nonsense that goes on with the cigar. It burns nice and slow too. So that burns.
I think you answered the call. For anybody who wanted you to produce a stronger cigar, this is it.
Yeah,
and it's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is our strongest cigar. This is way outside the realm of what we usually blend for, and the feedback has been fantastic. I'll be honest with you, we were underprepared for how well this cigar has done. We've been back ordered on the cigar since it first landed here, we I was telling you guys before the show, we had a shipment just come in, and literally every single person in this office has to go in back tomorrow and for the rest of the week to ship these things in the stores before Thanksgiving. But the call has been amazing, and we're actually very, very proud of the project.
Nice.
Well, I saw that you were really busy at PCA. I mean, you guys, it was hard enough to give him 5 minutes to sit down with you, but things look really rocking. And I imagine you had a fantastic show, because everybody we talked to simply said they were real buyers. They weren't just tire kickers. People came to buy and put their orders in on this last show. And I would imagine that's why this big order you have is you're trying to get everything out. And is that what's happening? Are you finding more people now coming and trying to find out more what you got and ordering more different type of cigars?
Yeah, we got a lot of new customers based on the cigar. There's no question about that. We play in this medium body, great flavor space. There was a lot of excitement about this. We haven't really done a new Alec Bradley cigar for the last couple of years. Our last release was Project 40 Maduro, which was a follow-up from Project 40 Natural. The releases in between have been, Alec and Bradley cigars. That's it, baby. Double broadleaf, make it happen. That's it. Get that close to the screen.
There you go.
So, we had Gatekeeper and Kintsugi, and as soon as we started dropping the news about double broadleaf, Alec Bradley's got a strong cigar. People were very interested. We've never dropped a strong cigar. Right. So every single person, I believe, even guys that haven't done business with us forever, they came by to at least, try the cigar. And the majority of people, not even the majority of people, I think every single person who walked through our booth pre-ordered this cigar. And like I said, we've never done this. We didn't know what to expect. We had our preparations, we had our numbers out there, we had the orders in with the factory, and when it came in I'll be honest, it was like triple. We're still playing catch up from the show. It was like triple what we were expecting. So yeah, it's all hands on deck starting tomorrow to try to get show orders out. On top of getting some new orders out. But it definitely brought a lot of people into our booth at the show. As Ronnie was saying, trying to get my ear, he was sitting very patiently in the booth waiting to talk to me. The Rubens were sitting there draying around like they had nothing to do, but here's Ronnie waiting for me.
I wanted to talk to you. Sorry, Alec Bradley, I saw you at the hotel bar the night before, but I got to tell you.
So yeah, no, we're very excited about this release. Consumers are very excited about the release. I think one of the first, if not the first review came in earlier today. I won't mention from who, but I think we got a 92 or 93.
Awesome.
And I think you guys are going to rate it highly if rating something you do.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is in our opinion
94.
94.
94.
We're going to one up.
94.
Exactly. So let me quickly show you guys the packaging on this. I mean, this is the pre-release packaging. So what you'll notice, there's a little red line, which is something we were doing with the majority of our products to help at retail, the shelf presence. You see that red line, it's an Alec Bradley, but for presentations in this box, that red line kind of takes away. So on the shelf, you'll see this gold line going all the way around. So, this is a Toro box here. We have 5 sizes in this Robusto. The chunk is a signature size of ours, the 4x60. We have your Toro, we have your Gordo, we have something called a Grand Corona, which is somewhere in between a Lancero and a Churchill. It's a 7x46. And believe it or not, we weren't expecting anything to happen with that size, but it's probably the most popular size in the sales. That blew our minds away, because traditionally something that size hasn't really been selling, but people are digging it.
So this is going to be available in the Gordo?
That is going to be available in a Gordo in a 6x60, and then the chunk is the 460.
Nice. Okay.
Now, do you anticipate this becoming part of the core line, or is this something that is kind of, do you have limited supply so you don't know if you'll be able to carry this further?
No, this is a core line product. It's playing catch up. After this shipment, we'll be caught up on the majority of the sizes with another shipment expecting to come in at the end of the year. This will definitely be, based off of what we've already seen, this will be a staple in the lineup. There's no question.
Gotcha.
So based on the success of this, do you think you might be venturing further into the more full body line?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's something we have to see. There are people that play in that space, and they play very well in that space. We are tapping into a market that we haven't seen. We don't know what it looks like. We don't have the analytics to say, this is something that we should continue on to. We should make something even stronger than this, or we should add something to the line that complements this.
Right.
Honestly, we don't know. And the other thing, right this second, we're not, I'm not gonna say we're coming out of a boom, but we're stabilizing from the COVID boom.
Right.
So right now, tobacco in general is still very hard to get. It's very expensive. Right. And when you're talking about ligeros and broadleaf, even if you're growing it yourself, the cost of labor has gone up, the cost of everything has gone up. And ligero, which is what gives the cigar the punch, in the center, in the filler of the cigar, it's very hard to get right now. So, if we wanted to do something else that was super full bodied, that might be a delayed project, 24, 25, something along those lines.
So this blend is basically Honduran and Nicaraguan.
Correct. Yep.
Perfect.
So you had 4 months and you just got the big order in. Is that due because of, what's happening back in the islands to get your stuff? Are we having an import problem, or, what's the delay?
We're having a supply problem.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of it's I won't say some of it's our fault, but some of it is, under preparation, I guess.
Right.
You take a look at releases and you plan and you say, okay, here's the history of X releases and this is what we did. So we planned for that.
Right.
But then, at the show, it's like, okay, here's 3 times our plan. You can't just call up the factory and say, you know what, we have to rush production. We need more tobacco. Yeah, that's the delay. Right. That's the delay on this cigar. But we're going to be caught up plus by the end of the year. So new orders will begin to get shipped, post-show orders, and we should be rocking and rolling into next year. I mean, the great thing, it's both a gift and a curse. If we still continue to do very well on this cigar, there'll be back orders next year, but I think that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great problem to have. I mean,
and I think you might have that problem.
I think you will. I really do. I think that,
think so.
I know for myself and Bob, we tend to skew more medium plus to fuller bodied cigars. So this is right within our wheelhouse of smoke. So, and I do know a lot of people that do like that. So I think that those orders will continue to ratchet upward. That's my firm belief. I do, especially something that is this flavorful and gives you this much satisfaction. I'll call it, and that's really, in the end, that's what you want to give people. I know for me it is. I mean, I want a cigar to deliver, and also to tell a story,
and keep that interest going,
and to tell a story.
There is change as it goes through.
That's the beauty of this cigar.
Very interesting.
I think it's very deceiving up front because it does have that peppery bomb up front, but the cigar changes subtly throughout, and then the retroing is such a pleasure, and that's where you get all the nuances of flavor profiles that we're picking up on. So kudos to the blenders there, to Alec Bradley. No, this is Alan's project, correct? So this is Alan.
It's a Rubin family project. It's a Rubin family project.
I don't want to give credit to
Rubin and Lipson. Don't forget about that. Right?
I just help sell them, man.
It burns well. It's a very fine cigar. I think you guys really got a plan for making this happen. I mean, it's wonderful. And again,
slow burn.
Yes,
it's not a smoky cigar at all.
Oh,
it's a great room note, by the way.
The room note is spectacular.
It really is interesting. Yeah.
You know, it's very easy to make a strong cigar. You just light it up with Ligeros and Visos. You have a strong cigar, but to balance strength with flavor is very hard to do.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of what we've been doing to try to actually come out with a strong cigar. So I think we hit the nail on the head.
And going back to what you said earlier, the burn is just perfect.
It is.
I mean,
No, it burns perfectly.
And we have ceiling fans going on, which usually causes a cigar to burn crappy.
Yeah.
But this, perfect. It's burning beautifully.
Yep.
So we have one of our major viewers, Mr. Bruce Stark, and he's up in the Michigan area. He wants to know, are they available now, I guess, up in Michigan? Or how, if he's in Michigan, how can he get this cigar right now? Because he buys almost everything, no matter who we have on
Bruce,
the show.
get on the plane, come to Florida.
But how can he get them up in Michigan, or you know, what would you recommend our listeners to get this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, first and foremost, support your local tobacconist. You know, reach out to your local tobacconist or your preferred tobacconist. They should be forthcoming with you if they actually have it in stock, or if they're waiting for it on back order. You know, anybody can ping us through our website or through our social media to help them find it. You know, directly. We're more than happy to answer requests to help somebody find our cigars. But you know, this will have, and it currently does have, very broad distribution. So you should be able to find it. If you can't find it, feel free to ping us from our website or our social media.
There you go, Bruce.
You want to put your phone number up by any chance?
Yeah, his
Bye,
wife,
bye, 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 bye.
DMs.
his girlfriend will not appreciate that.
No,
Him getting calls at, especially, you know, if they're on the West Coast and they're calling them at ungodly hours. You know, you
Sure.
never know what happens.
Of course, I'm only good.
Oh,
I give them the number 1-800-555-5555. Yeah, that's it.
call me now.
Call him now and get your order. Bruce is already getting that available. I'm telling you, he's working it out. Look, he already put on the AlecBradley.com for everybody else who wants it. Bruce, you're amazing. Thank you. That's all good.
So,
But,
you know, one of our listeners, Danny Crook, who
good guy.
writes for Cigar Public, he wanted to know about Reclaim, and you were talking to us before the show. So tell us a little bit about the Reclaim project and give us some of the skinny, because he loves to get the inside info, inside track to that.
Yes, he
I
does.
can give you as much as I can give you. Reclaimed is a project that we are unbelievably surprised at how that went over. As soon as that press release dropped and CA posted on social media, I mean, gentlemen, literally, there were retailers who haven't even purchased it yet, haven't even received their allotments, that were selling it in the comments.
Wow.
On Cigar Aficionado and our thing. We're like, what is going on? These things are allotted. Hopefully, you know, those who pre-bought are actually getting these things. But let me show it to you.
Yeah.
Right. There you go, Danny. We brought it to you, buddy.
Oh,
Wow.
This isn't actually number one. This was for photos. So, you know, I'll say something I probably shouldn't say, and the Rubens will probably yell at me. So we have 2 branded lounges in the U.S. These are guys that just love us, that, you know, came down to us in business and say, hey, we want to be Alec Bradley lounges. How do we do that? Well, the answer was, we don't do that in the United States. You know, we have some people in Germany that do that, and you know, just love our product and did that. Like, well, we really want to do it. How can we make it do it? So we finally blessed them and said, you know what, you love us so much. You came down here. We love you guys. Here's a whole bunch of stuff. So this is some news that I probably shouldn't say, but Capital Cigars in Nebraska is going to get number 1 of 800. The Smokestack in Pennsylvania is going to get number 2, because that's the order in which they became Alec Bradley lounges, and whatever number is going to be random. So there's going to be 99 accounts throughout the U.S. that have gotten at least one of these things. That's a list that I can't share, because, like I said before, the feedback we've already received from retailers is that these things are pretty much already sold out at anybody who has. So if you are looking for it, you're going to have to call your brick and mortar tobacconist to see if, 1, they got it, and 2, if they have any left. But this is a very cool project. So we had this idea, and we saw these, you know, old molds sitting around, and we said, hey, what can we do? Reclaimed is obviously one of those words that people are using right this second. Reclaimed, recycled, upcycled, yada yada yada. So we're like, you know what? Let's be conscious to the environment and also have fun with these things instead of throwing these things out. I mean, these things could be 20 years old. We don't know how old these things are, but instead of throwing out perfectly good wood, we're like, you know what? We went to different factories, said, whatever you got, just give it to us. It happened that, we got 801 because obviously we have the one right here that we use for photos and whatnot. And, we had to base the little area that holds the cigars on the smallest mold we can get because every single one of these molds is completely different. Right. So we had to build the cigars around the mold. So we went with, 7 figurados. Wow. So you got a Medalist in there, you got a Max, a Black Market, a Magic Toast, a Gatekeeper, a Tempest Natural, and a Prensado, all in a size that you can only get in this very collectible keepsake sampler slash
cool
mold.
Very cool.
Wow.
So this is really cool. We're very, very excited. Even our reps are pissed at us because we didn't make any for them, which we'll usually do with limited editions. So, I'm getting phone calls from our reps. So like, oh, are you guys making any for us? Like, no, we only got, got 801 of these things. You better, sell this to somebody who will sell it to you. I hate to say that, but, that's one of these things that these are for our brand advocates. These are for diehard Alec Bradley fans or, anybody who loves to, collect Tobacco. I mean, for instance, this one was cool. I think this one actually, if you look right here, I don't know if your viewers can see it. This one actually says Swisher on it.
Oh yeah,
So,
look at that.
Wow. This is no bullshit. We went to whatever factories we could get. These are true, real deal factory used molds that were about to get thrown out. So this is a very, very, very cool piece. And whoever ends up getting one of these for Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, you're going to be a very lucky individual. And we definitely hope you enjoy this. We hope to be able to do it again, but it all depends on if there's anything left. But we wanted to celebrate the history of the industry, do what we can to not waste products. That's a big thing in Central America. Right. Not wasting. We don't waste leaf. That's why you have short filler cigars. We don't, whatever we have, we reuse it as we can. And, we want to make something very, very special. And we took pride in the project. The factories took a lot of pride in the project because, they were able to continue on with a tradition that they actually, they do. And everybody was appreciative of that.
So when are those going out? Like when are they going to hit the market? Literally.
Soon.
Soon is a good one. I like that.
Nice.
That covers your bases.
Yeah.
Before the holidays. Soon, right?
That's what the last press release said.
That's the idea. That's beautiful. That's a great idea. I mean, really, you guys, whoever came up with that one, Ruben and Lipson, I mean, that's really a great idea. You got something there. And again, some factories are shutting down, grab it from them and start it up again for the next session. I mean, why not? It's a great idea to get one of everything. It's a great sampler for people to find out which ones they like. I mean, we spoke to Project 40s like they went out of style for us.
Yeah,
that
we've
was
been smoking those forever.
Smoke.
Great cigar.
But I had never had a bad Alec Bradley. I don't think the rest of the guys are going to say that either. I mean, they've been all good.
Good cigar. I mean, the great thing too is, I think what makes Alec Bradley stand out is truly price conscious. You're keeping your prices at a point where the masses can have great cigars at an affordable price, where it's not it's outstanding, crazy numbers. As the economy shrinks, people's wallets get a little tight. Bob hasn't opened up his wallet in I don't know how many years. So that was the last time he broke that.
That's when he bought Sgt. Pepper's album. That was it.
So, a lot of value for the price.
Tremendous value. I mean, I love the entire line. I love, around around St. Patty's Day, and the Filthy Hooligan.
Oh, yeah,
That's one of my favorites. I mean, it's a
it's a
great
good one.
stick. The Black Market. I mean, all wonderful cigars.
Magic Toasters.
Magic
we can go right down the line. It doesn't,
I mean,
there's so many good ones.
The Black Market, that's a good one too.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not a bad smoke in the line, which so kudos to you, the whole family there. You're doing something right. Absolutely.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
But with that note, let's hold on because I know Bruce is ready to say sponsor time because he's got
Bruce, thank you for reminding us.
Thank you, Bruce, for the reminder.
Bruce, we'll have a lot of questions. Bruce is smoking right now. Actually, he said he's smoking in that Black Market, Esteli tonight.
Good,
so there you go. Frank, let's go to the sponsor. Oh, there's a Project 40 from Kyle. Yep. There you go. Let's go to the sponsors, folks, and get your questions ready. Load them up, and we'll try to pick them up for you. So take it away, Frank.
Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes. We grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewd.com.
And we're back.
Very good. Everybody hit that share button. Let's get Jonathon Lipson around the world, folks, around the world. Remember,
in 80 days.
In 80 days or less. Before the holidays. How does that
Before
sound?
the holidays. That's always the best way.
There you go. There you go. So, Jonathon, so far, I mean, we all appreciate what Alec Bradley has done. We're excited. I mean, I know Bob and Frank are talking so much about the smoke, and when they talk so much and they're excited, I can tell you actually have a winner here. I think you're really going to have to start putting a lot of reorders in because I think the people are going to catch on to this very quickly. Yeah. I mean, did you have? I mean, the Rubens were part of it, but who are they working with? Anyone else down there? Is they're working with the farms? Or are they actually?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Yeah, no. I mean, it's a team effort. You know,
Right.
by definition, we're contract manufacturers, so we deal with a lot of partners down here. You know, the Placentias were the ones that, you know, blessed us with the ability to use their fields to grow this tobacco.
Right.
So, and these are being rolled at Tobacos de Oriente in Honduras, which is a Placencia factory. We take up a very nice quantity of their production, and we
Right.
you know very much appreciate that. They do very well by us, and you know, quality, construction, consistency to what we expect is always there. It's always there.
Well, you're dealing with one of the top companies that there are. I mean, they're in themselves are highly rated as a farm and a factory. They do things right. They have a fantastic line themselves. So dealing with them just puts your product that much higher than the rest, and they do it right. So you definitely hooked up with a fantastic company, and no wonder why all your smokes are fabulous.
Yeah, no, it's an unbelievable partnership. You know, we do a lot with them. You know, Raíces Cubanas is the other factory we work with in Honduras. You know, we'll call that our home factory. You know, that's the home of Prensado, Cigar Aficionado, Cigar of the Year, 2011. You know, Tempest, you know, a whole bunch of the old standby Alec Bradleys, you know, come out of there. You know, Project 40 Maduro. You know, we work with Jesus Fuego on that in Nicaragua. You know, we still have a couple things with Davidoff, the Occidental, being one of the cigars we came out back with in '99. That's still a part of the portfolio. So, you know, we have great relationships with everybody we work with, and we're very lucky. And Alan worked his ass off. You know, we're I would say one of the very few boom era companies that actually surpassed the boom and kept going. You know, going back to what I was saying originally, I couldn't be more lucky than to work for a company like this. You know, a lot of guys, no name Don whoever's from the 90s, came in, tried to get their money and ran. You know, that's not what we're about. You know, we're a family organization. Alec and Bradley are the next generation. You know, they're, if you take a look at a press release or an article, you know, they're quoted as second generation cigar makers, which is what they are. You know, we don't have the past, we don't have the history like a lot of companies, but I think, you know, we're making our mark one cigar at a time.
How many
about it?
You're creating a legacy there that Alan started truly from nothing. I mean, he was basically selling widgets, I'll say, back in the early 90s, and to now really be I'll say a trailblazer from the early boom to now, and to be part of, and like you said, a lot of folks in the 90s came in, made their money and died because the products of the 90s, I think, they died because there was such a demand and they were rushing out cigars that they just weren't good.
They were premature, first of all. A lot of them were being pushed out. You could still smell the ammonia coming out of the boxes.
Exactly.
They're terrible.
Exactly.
You know?
So kudos to the Rubin family, because they created a legacy now, and moving forward, you know, whenever you see an Alec Bradley, you know you're going to get a high quality cigar.
Absolutely.
You know, so that says a lot. It says a lot in this business. And I think, do you see now that there's a lot of boutique brands? And I think what's happened is, I mean, and that really, I think Alan was kind of like the first, I'll say, in a way, because that survived that, you know, because all the others, I think they were all gone. Not many of them
For the most
stuck
part,
around.
yeah.
I think, you know, so kudos to that. I mean, it says a lot. It really does. I'm always amazed, because it just goes to show you that passion, and then
quality speaks for itself.
It does. It always
does.
does.
It doesn't matter, you know, what label you put on something. People try it, they love it. That's it. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, they
you know,
come back.
I tell you, you tell the next person. Everybody tries it, and you fall in love with the cigar. Plain and simple.
And this thing, I'm going to smoke it down to my
Yeah,
fingernail.
well, I did the last one too.
Yeah, I know. We smoked the other one before the show. We smoked that to the nub too, I need to get one of those blue smoke nubs and poke this thing because I hate putting it down. But I got another one to smoke, so that's the great thing.
That's the best part. You don't need a roach clip.
That's all good.
You hit the nail on the head when you said earlier about value.
Yeah.
Allen is all about value proposition. You know, even if our cigars were $40 a stick in some states, unfortunately they may be,
right,
like New York.
God.
You know, you're getting every dime. You know,
Yes.
if you don't think you're getting every dime for your cigar, then we've done something wrong. You know, we command a higher price point in fine and rare, which is our top of the line product, which generally comes out once a year. You know, and just to mention that, since I brought that up, there will be a fine and rare. Usually it's yearly, usually comes out towards the end of the year, but like the last edition, you know, issues with the, you know, with the market and packaging, so on and so forth. We're still feeling that. So we expect the Q1 release of the next fine and rare. That's all I'll say. I won't go into the blend or the shape or anything like that. I keep that mystery still going a little bit. But you know, I think everything that you smoke from Alec Bradley is a value proposition, and we want to give you your best hour of the day, and that's kind of been our mantra for a very, very long time. You know, you're going to drop whatever dollar amount you are going to. It better be the best hour of your day.
Yeah,
it's true.
Well, this is a fantastic smoke, as far as like Bob said. It's a slow burn, and we're going on 40 minutes already. And I'm not a big drawer, but still, I got some time here. So for that size cigar, that you could put it 45 to an hour easy, and it's enjoyable. Like Frank said, you can taste flavors as it's going, and you know, you got a winner here. You got a winner, no question about it. I mean, and after the show, you're gonna have more people ordering. You know,
that's it.
Well, you're gonna have a busy week, man.
That's it. So no, they're gonna be out tomorrow. He's gonna be at the factory. Well, shipping orders.
Yeah.
You're
gonna have a busy week.
Is everything you have all in Fort Lauderdale area now, or do you have other warehouses that you have to go to? Or is
No, we are a warehouse for the U.S. and some international here. We do have a bonded warehouse in Germany, and we have a warehouse in Canada. So Canada gets distributed from Canada. Most of the Germanic countries from Germany. You know, Britain, some places in, you know, we're in Africa, we're in Asia. It all depends on what's easiest for those countries. But you know, we are huge in Germany and Austria, huge. We're huge in Canada. But yeah, the stuff that comes in here is generally for U.S. consumption.
Gotcha.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. What events that you know that you guys are going? The big stuff, obviously. Anything coming up for the holidays?
Somebody's making a comment.
Oh, Michael Sirota is actually watching.
Oh boy, yeah, wants to make sure that you're doing the right thing by him. There you go, Michael. How are you?
He didn't give away too many trade secrets.
No, he just gave away your personal phone number. Oh,
that's it. Whatever I say and do here better help him. If it doesn't, I'm doing my job wrong.
That's right.
That's for sure. That is for sure. That's great stuff. What more can you, if you can, say about what's happening for 2023?
If for 2023, like I said, we'll expect to find and rare out, hopefully Q1. TPE, which is, I can't believe, around the corner right now at the end of February. We do have a limited edition planned. Again, supply chain has been a major issue for the last couple of years, I think, for everybody in every industry. So the goal is to have something for that, but that's yet to be seen. As far as another brand, we do have a couple things in the works, but right now with the hopeful and expected success of Double Broadleaf, you know, it's about focusing on the core, focusing on the things that have brought us here. You know, we've seen a great uptick on sales on Prensado and Tempest Natural. Magic Toast is doing fantastic for us. Black Market is still at the top of the list. You know, the boy stuff, Gatekeeper, Kintsugi, Blind Faith, those things are doing well, and the boys are doing right and successful in their own right. So right now it's the core. Bruce, I think, said in the comments, he loves Ryan Ponist. Ryan, most recently was bumped to business development. So
Nice.
right now he's doing very good for us on that end. One of his major goals is reorganizing our sections and our planogramming at brick and mortar to get us even more eyes. So he's being very successful with that, and we're going to begin implementing his plans shortly. But the goal right this second is to have a cohesive section at brick and mortar. And big shout out to brick and mortar. Nobody knew exactly what was going to happen with the COVID situation and the closings and the states, this, that, and the other. I think everybody should give credit to your local tobacconists. All tobacconists are very important, but the ability to bounce back from the unknown and coming up with creative ways to keep the doors open and thrive. We didn't know from the manufacturer's end what was going to happen. We were expecting a whole bunch of people to close down, but that did not happen. Brick and mortar business boomed. So a lot of credit to the tobacconists for that. A lot of credit to the consumers who supported their local tobacconists, and that's very, very important. So for us, 2023, the focus is definitely on getting more people exposed to the brand at the brick and mortar level in the humidor, making sure that our section is nice, tidy, and everything works together, and your hand ends up in a box of Alec Bradleys. So that's the focus core.
COVID was almost like a blessing to the cigar industry because people were home, they had more time to spend smoking. We hear it all the time.
Yep. Yeah,
consumption definitely went up, and obviously, one of your sponsors is Corona. Big shout out to Corona. Corona has done very, very well by us too. So thank you guys on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff definitely likes your products for sure. They're filled up, and Bob and Frank are there all the time, always trying new stuff. But they do smoke a lot of Alec Bradley's, that's for sure.
Always find that in my humidor.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah, Kyle is sitting outside the humidor.
He's outside
Corona right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, all of our customers are very important to us, but right now, especially post COVID boom and during COVID, it's a lot of kudos to those guys that thrived in there. All of our partners, but specific to brick and mortar for keeping that brick and mortar business going. We're here to support all, but definitely big shouts out to those guys. And events, it's very interesting. You asked about events and going to things like that. Obviously we just came back from Big Smoke. I wasn't there, but the boys were there. Those are still there. Great Smokes coming up in a couple months with Aid. Yep. We try to be as many of these shows as possible. In-store events, I think, have become much more experiential.
Yes.
The days of standing around, buy 4, get 1, get this and the whatever. Now you're seeing more. You're seeing more dinners. You're seeing it's really stepped it up on the experience level, and especially coming out of COVID. Cigar smokers, we're social people. If we weren't social people, then this whole situation that we're doing right this second wouldn't exist. We want to be together. We want to be engaged. We're seeing more dinners. We're seeing more pairings. We're seeing more of these things, and that's what we're trying to get involved in is getting people together and making it worth their time. And if you haven't heard of Alec Bradley, but you see a dinner where your friends are going to, and there's going to be liquor, there's going to be you want to go.
Exactly.
You want to go. So that's something cool that came out of the the COVID piece. All the Zoom herfs and this, that, and the other. Now that there's freedom, people want to be back together. They don't even want to be in a cigar shop per se, but they want to be with a group of people that they enjoy sitting, smoking. So we're all about that. We're all about the experience.
Well, that's like the show. Basically, we try to bring a cigar lounge hangout where, we're sitting in a cigar lounge talking because you can talk to anybody. You don't know what they do, but we're all on the same level playing field. And the leaf brings us all together, no matter where we are, even here. This is what it's all about. Have laughs and learn and talk. And so many things are negotiate it with a leaf. So why not do Alec Bradley for you? You know, I mean, that's good stuff. It really is.
Yeah, no, it's actually a very even coming off of COVID. I think it's a more exciting time for cigar smokers. It's very easy to say, you know, COVID was great for the industry. Yeah, it was great for the industry. Consumption went up, but coming out of the boom and seeing people coming together, especially now in this time of uncertainty when it comes, and I'm not going to talk politics, but this is a very, you know, coming out of this deeply divided country situation as we're going through now, being able to walk into a cigar lounge or hang in a virtual herf or watch this show and watching people from all walks of life get together and just enjoy the one thing that we have in common at the very least, unbelievably important.
That's true.
Unbelievably important.
I mean, you never get into an argument at a cigar lounge.
No, it just doesn't happen. No. It doesn't. It doesn't matter what side of the
respect each other
you are, socioeconomic. It does not matter, and that's the beauty of being part of this community. And more people are, and younger people are starting to get involved, and more women are smoking now than ever before. And I think that is just proof is in the pudding. You know, and people want to be, like you said, they want to be engaged and they want to be together, because this is, as much as we like to smoke, I mean, it's not bad to go out and on the line smoke by yourself, but there's just something extra when you're smoking with a good friend or a group of people.
You're sharing the experience. It's always fun. It's always fun.
Exactly.
All right. With that, folks, we're going to go to our next sponsor break, and then we're going to get ready for our wonderful segment. What's that, Frank?
Smoke the chooch.
Smoke the chooch. Come on, say it the right way.
Smoke the chooch.
Right.
And Jonathan, you're going to love that segment, because this time is when I can make everybody here be a chooch. And in Italian, chooch is very important, because, you know, without it, a lot of farms would never have been farmed. Jackasses did a lot of the work. So that is what we will look like moments away. And there's a special sampler pack that we're going to be providing once we're back. So, folks,
hit the share button.
Hit the share button. And we will be back in a moment.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in 1. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP Cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Boveda 2-way humidification.
It all begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, but percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're back, folks.
We're back.
We're ready for our special segment that everybody wants to jump on and win the prize.
Yes.
So, Frank, take it away. Talk about the prize that the Great Cigar and Pipe Show will be giving away.
Well, we'll be giving away a wonderful sampler pack from none other than Alec Bradley. And before we start, our mascot.
He just said, call Jonathon Lipson. You have to understand, Chooch.
So the very first question of the evening is, I'm a history buff, Jonathan, so I love doing this date in history because a lot of interesting things happen on a Tuesday in history. Now, this happened in 1926, Bob, right around the time that you were probably 18. I think you were just got
18 and a half.
He was 18 and a half. So this network launches a radio network with 24 stations and one of the earliest remote musical broadcasts. What was the network?
RCA.
Ronnie, you're wrong. You're a chooch.
NBC.
Bob, NBC. Bob, I told you, Bob was around. He was 18 at the time.
I was listening to the radio back then.
Exactly.
I get it. He's a lot older.
He is.
He's a walking stiff.
He's a walking Oh, Ronnie. So now we're going to move to 1942. You're going to have to name this battle, Bob. It was the American fleet and this battle, and it was a very decisive victory over the Japanese fleet, sinking 23 Japanese ships.
Midway.
Killing an estimated 30. Ronnie's a chooch again, so he thinks he could jump in and get the answer. Killing 30,000 Japanese troops. Ooh. What was this battle?
46.
1942, Bob. You have to open up your ears first.
Okay. 42.
Well, he's very old at that time.
See, I got them all stumped, Jonathan. No guess on your part.
I said that already.
I'm going with the comments. I'm going to go with Midway. I could cheat if I wanted to.
No, you could cheat, and that's what most people do. They're cheaters. They don't rely on their American history background. It was actually the Battle of Guadalcanal. Guadalcanal.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
How many people were killed?
30,000 Japanese troops. Man. It was a very decisive battle during World War II.
Joey G says, Battle of Bulge.
Yeah, Joey, we're not talking about your bulge.
Keep dropping your cigar, Joey.
Yeah, he's got to drop. Drops already on that one.
It's called a dent for Joey. It's not a bulge. It's more of a dent. Well, let's move to 1956. So Elvis Presley released his first movie, and it opened in New York. What was the movie?
The first one.
His very first movie in 1956. 1956.
Jailhouse Rock?
No.
See, I've got them all stumped tonight. This is the good night to show the
Is it Blue Hawaii?
No, that was a good one though, Kyle. Okay. Good guess. A little later. Good guess. Love Me Tender.
Oh, there you go.
Love Me Tender. Okay, this is a good one. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. This happened in 1968. First time ever. Russia has long been known for its vodka. However, during this time in history, it turned to this country requesting for supplies of this alcohol to cover its shortage. The embarrassing thing was that the Soviet Premier Khrushchev had not too long ago boasted about how much Russia's vodka is better, that much better. But who did they tap into? What country
Poland?
did they tap into?
Poland?
You think you thought that, well, you figure Polish vodka is good. Oh, no. Guess where they went? They came here. They asked the U.S. to supply.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Interesting. Look at that.
Oh, wait.
You learn something new, and if I ask these questions tomorrow, they won't even remember them. They won't even remember them.
In one ear, out the other.
Exactly.
Got to make room for other things.
I'll give you one more.
One more. All right.
One more.
You're really knocking us out, man. You're really making us look bad. That's good. Thank you.
All right. This happened in 1990 in the USA. This duo's producer, Frank Farian, another nice man, Frank Farian, revealed that the Grammy-winning pop duo were lip
Milli
syncing.
Vanilli.
There we go. Milli Vanilli.
The greatest lip syncers in the world. And here's the kicker. Everyone's getting paid and famous off of TikTok for lip syncing.
That's right.
So true. So true.
That's true. That's true. Well, this one's for the audience, folks. So everybody out there, be ready, because this is for all the marbles, or maybe a few of the marbles.
Winners there.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to the. I always like to give a little visual help because people need it. Okay. Kyle, check the comments. Make sure the first is the first. But I don't know how quickly
The
they're going
first
to get
would have
this.
to be the first.
See, I always like to center our prize around our guest or the company that they represent.
Okay.
So this question is as so. In February 2014, this organization protested the launching of the Filthy Hooligan by Alec Bradley, a green cigar for sale leading up to St. Patrick's Day. What is the name of this organization, folks? What is the name? I need the name. This is a tough one. Do 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 do. And you can see how they're feverishly trying to look this one up, Jonathan.
That's a piece of history I don't think any of us want to remember.
But I love the fact.
Where's Bruce?
Look at
Where's Bruce?
Bruce is a
He's on. Bruce is on. Come on.
Emerald Society. Joey, that's the two chanter. Sorry, that's wrong. That is wrong. That's not the answer.
I can't believe Bruce. What, did Bruce fall asleep?
He probably had to go to the bathroom.
He might have gone. He might have.
Now he's going to miss it.
Oh, Bruce Stark says Facebook was Bruce. That's a mess. That's wrong.
Oh man!
Give you another shot, folks.
And Joe Galino, the Irish Fighters. I don't know if that's a legit organization. I don't think that's
Joe G organization.
No. It's that's not the answer. Let me help you out on that one. Joe Galino goes, well, it's 2014 MySpace.
It really has become the greatest.
A lot of chooches. And then we got look at Bruce. Bruce, work with Siri. Irish Central. How is this possible? Wow. I am in shock that nobody can look this up. I'm gonna give you a clue, okay? It's ancient. It's ancient order of something. Guinness, the ancient order of Guinness.
Right, Guinness.
That's we got three people with Guinness. No,
You.
you. No. Who else? John Hawley. No. God, ancient order of. You just have to add one thing. Wait a minute. Who is? Oh, my ears. Hold on. Bruce, could it be Bruce Stark? Look at him. You know, Bruce, I love Bruce. Could that be the answer, folks? Let us look and see.
He's got Siri all by.
It's the ancient order of the Iberians. That is correct, Bruce.
Bruce always comes through with the answer.
Hello, man. Kyle, what are you doing? You're trying to kill us?
Boy.
Wow. He just woke up Bob.
Hey, we got to get him. We got to give the applause, man.
Bruce gets it again.
Forever.
I'll tell you, Bruce is. He
These
doesn't have to
answers
worry.
were hilarious.
He's got Alexa hanging out with him. What do you expect? Congratulations, Bruce. We'll get that special pack to you once again, just in time for the holidays. There
Yes,
you go.
and the folks here, the chooches here at right here. Thank you for all participating in the madness. So as you can tell, they were all saying yes, yes, Bruce, you won.
They're all smoking Alec Bradley's right now.
Just to let you know, I just got a text from Alan. He's watching. He got the answer right.
Oh, he did.
All right, Alan. Thank you very much. Anyway, Jonathan, hey man, thank you so much for for coming on and help supporting our show, being a sponsor here. And we're wishing you guys all the best in the holidays and the new releases. We're looking forward to seeing you next year. And we'll get you back on next year, or Michael might want to come on. Maybe Alec and Bradley might want to come on. And Alan, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We'll leave it up to you to set that all up for us. And depending on the cigar, we'll have our famous Chooch Joey G come up with a pairing with the cigar that you guys want to talk about.
Pairing,
and
yes.
we can do a pairing with that cigar. So we'll kind of, we'll stay in touch with you on that one to set that up with us. How does that sound?
That sounds great. And if you allow me just 1 second, because I had to put on the gloves for this.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know if this is when we got to get off the air now.
This is a PG rated show.
Yeah.
What's that box?
You gotta make you
This
snap.
is for the chooch.
Well, he will turn around for you after he picks up the cigar.
Something a little bit easier than answering, about the Iberians. So we were prepared for it to start it today, but coming right around December 1st, we're going to start a social media campaign.
Yes.
Tag yourself smoking a double broadleaf. Tag Alec Bradley on Insta, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is, our social media outlets. We're going to give away this brand new SD DuPont lighter and cutter set, which just came in. These things aren't even for sale.
He doesn't even want to touch the box.
No,
I can't. It's DuPont.
Okay.
So we have the Alec Bradley Maxi Jet cutter and the Mega Jet lighter. It's like a $460 retail value. So we'll pull this at the beginning of January. Keep an eye out on Alec Bradley's social media, and we will announce that giveaway. But this is a great piece, or two great pieces. We only made like 50 of these sets. So this is actually very exciting for us, and thank our partners over at DuPont for putting this together for us.
That's
Very
awesome.
nice.
Awesome.
So make sure you hashtag Alec Bradley smoking a double broadleaf or doing something cool with a double broad. It doesn't have to be just.
Correct.
You got to be interesting. I mean, come on.
Wear a glove. Smoking the
wear
Alec
gloves.
Yeah, I got one of those.
That could help.
That could help, I
That could
guess.
help.
Yeah. Do you want powdered gloves or non-powdered? I don't know.
Neoprene or
The official rules will end up being on our social media, but keep an eye out for that. But no, we think that double broadleaf is going to take off, and we want to do something special for our brand advocates.
Oh, absolutely. That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Very
Beautiful.
nice.
And thanks for staying up late in the office. I know the girlfriend's checking you out, so the secretary's not around you, so that's good. We're safe on that one. And thank you very much again for coming on. Say hello to everybody for us. We look forward to seeing you at the shows. We'll be around a little more this year, I think. So we'll definitely
be over. I think we're trying to get over to TPE, so that'll be a fun thing. We're going to try to keep Bob away from all the marijuana booths because
he's looking for that road trip, don't forget.
They're expanding the show floor. Have them hit the energy drinks instead.
We'll try the energy drink and pairing with one of the cigars. We'll
There you
figure
go.
it out. Anyway, thank you. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
being a sponsor again in 2023. And for all of you guys out there, thank you very much for all the support. We really appreciate it. Congratulations to Bruce. And until next week, keep them smoking, keep them lit, have fun, and enjoy, everybody. Till next time, have a great week.
Light them up.
Frank and Bob, like they froze.
Uh-oh.
Look at Frank's face. It's all still.
Hold on a second.
Many of the cigar brands that we make, they're antique, historic cigar brands. They've been made on and off for about 100 years. When you're smoking Toscano, you're smoking 206 years of history. The Italians are here.
We're here. We're in the house. For some reason, we're finding a lot of Italians on this show.
Listen, I'm a Jersey guy.
Hey,
so,
we won't hold that against you.
We invented this to we want to give people the opportunity to smoke the cigar at the optimal level.
The Chooch cigar.
Can you believe it?
The Blanco 9 Chooch.
¿Cómo va? ¿Está bien?
¿Qué dice? ¿Cómo está?
Finally, I can answer the question. Anything new?
Yeah.
And we have some cool new stuff from Olivan.
This is a passion for me. It's not a job.
Your love and passion for this is,
I love it.
unbelievable.
That's why we can make pipes out of this variety of corn.
11 years ago, I went back. I bought the rights to everything La Polina.
Sure, it's family.
And restarted the brand again as a tribute to my grandfather.
It's nice because you get to see a lot of your friends. You got to remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, so a lot of these people are like family.
Build a platform where we could celebrate boutique cigars.
Leave Starlight House blend for one store in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Join forces of pipe tobacco and
superheroes.
I always look forward to the Super Bowl events, and I always looked at the trade show as just one of those things.
We're not just selling cigars. We try to live our lives, and we use this as a means to share our stories and to really create community.
Hold on, man. Wow, man, you got me.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining.